Hey, when I don't do that. Happy Friday. Today's the last day of the 5-day intense masterclass. I'm adding the word intense because it's been a lot. It's been intense. We got really far. Just a real quick recap, and then I'll explain what's happening today. We made a bunch of niches, a bunch of voice AIs, a bunch of progress from simple voice AIs that could text you and you could talk to CloseBot, all the way up to where we're at as of yesterday was this pizza bot, which is really sophisticated. It's an inbound bot. Just to you show you all again. Where's my vapey? Oh, here. Um, we got super far. So this bot, you call it. You can call it. It'll take orders. It will. And we've spent a bunch of time dialing in the prompting in our Chat GPT here. I mean, this is pretty long, and I'll share this with you guys, obviously. But it took us this long to dial in the prompt just to act like a good waitress or waiter. But in this case, it's Pizza Gal. So Pizza Gal's answering the phone, and it took a while to dial in how she responded, not repeating everything, the order, the conversationalness of it, if you will. We got really advanced, and then we started pulling out complex data from the VAPI calls, right, into structured data of any kind of data we want. Then we were able to look at GoHighLevel into their sub account, determine if that contact exists or doesn't exist. It's for the pizza restaurant, right? And then it would go to the pizza thing and make a contact if there isn't one. And if there is one, it updates it. And since we're sending all that awesome data from VAPI to make back to GHL in one step, this is huge. This is so much easier. In one step, all of the data comes through here of their order, right? Here's the conversation for the reservation. This is her reservation. This does two things. Remember, it does reservations, and we also have it coming through and doing order details. Okay, and this handles both because I've mapped all the incoming fields, even though some are empty. So if nothing comes through, it just doesn't fill out the fields. If it does, it fills them out. It's taking either order type coupon or details, which we're doing here in analysis. Oops, wrong bot. Always have the right bot open. So remember, we made sophisticated analyses. This isn't super sophisticated compared to the insurance one, which was killer, right? Did actuarial tables and whatnot. But this one basically puts the whole conversation in the order in a way that a restaurant would want to see it, either for a reservation or an order, as if it just prints out on those ticket things, you see at pizza places. And then we are pulling out structured data. So all of this structured data, you'll notice all the naming's the same. It matches all the custom fields in GoHighLevel. That's the trick, right? Not the trick, but you want to name them the same. And then we also went over a bit of how to use Postman to send queries into this webhook without having to call the freaking bot every time. And that is this is advanced, but we did it pretty quickly. And same names. I fill out dummy data and I just type in the webhook from here and hit submit, and it does it. It's awesome. So we tested this thing. It works really well. And just to recap, right now we are on this part of the flow chart. So it can do all this stuff. We got reservations. It could take orders. We are having a problem with having the call forward, and it's got to be something ridiculously stupid, because as we talked about, this assistant has a call forwarding number, right? And the model is telling it clearly in this modular type prompt that we came up with on so here, human escalation module is for forwarding. And so, ChatGPT wrote this for us, right? These are trigger conditions. They ask to speak to a human, etc. We know that it does this because it's been saying, "Let me get someone to help you during office hours," and after office hours, it says, "Sorry, restaurant's closed." And then it hangs up. We can't get it to use the transfer call function, which should be super easy. So we're going to fix that later. Okay. I wanted to do another part of this thing here, because here's basically what we have to finish up, and this class is over, folks. I want to do this part. We're not texting from GoHighLevel to the customer for a reservation. Let's say your reservation has been confirmed, or to the restaurant or whatever, right? And then triggering the webhook, we did that already. So that's going on. I think it's here. No, so I don't actually trigger a webhook, but we'll do that last. Okay. Any questions though before I get going? And let me hit up my buddy to see where he is, the media buyer. My media buyer buddy. Oh, hold on. Let me just make sure he has the link. Thought it was the right link. All right, he was waiting a minute ago. Shit. I think I gave him the wrong link. There he is. No, there's Felicia. Julio, what's up?
Just question, were you able to copy the prompt that you're not able to share us because of the image? Were you able to copy the text?
I didn't do it yet. Yeah, I didn't. I didn't do it yet. I'm gonna give you guys will have all the content by Monday. Okay.
Cool.
I'm putting it up as fast as I can here. Like all the videos are up. So it'll all be in here. I haven't organized this yet or made this sexy, but I will, okay, man? For sure. So you guys are gonna have access to this thing forever. You're in here now. So you can as this gets better and even more classes and stuff, you'll see them all. But I promise you. So what he's asking is normally you can share right here, but I can't because we tried something all the way at the beginning. Unfortunately and unfortunately, I was testing to see if I could paste in a flowchart. I wanted to see if GoHighLevel or OpenAI could see this flowchart and build a prompt for me. The good news is it could. So we were like, holy cow, that's amazing. The bad news is if you have an image in your chat, either that you uploaded or it made, like with Dolly, you can't share it anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this whole thing into a Word doc. It's going to be huge. So if I can't share it with you, a bunch of these I can share, like all these I can share, but I can't share this one. I'll make sure you'll have it. Okay. Okay. So we need to do the triggering a text. Oh, Felicia. Yay, thank you. You're welcome. So remember before we're doing the technique where our client doesn't need to have an A2P approved number. This Pizza Gal account has no phone number. Vapey they forward to, but as we know, getting a phone number for texting and all this stuff, it's a huge problem. So my buddy's here. So I'm going to tell you what's going on and introduce you. Aiman. Thank you. Hello.
Hey guys. Hi Josh.
Okay, everyone. I have a special guest for the last day of our class. His name is Aiman, and I've been working with Aiman for a couple years now almost. He's a media buyer, and I don't teach media buying. The one piece of advice I was given when I learned how to do like social media marketing was find a media buyer. And I found Aiman. What Aiman does is, if you don't know, he handles all of you or your clients' needs to do the advertising to drive traffic to your offer, your bot, your landing page, your scheduling page, all the things that we're making. We're not talking about how to get traffic into it. That's what Aiman does. So Aiman, thank you so much again for coming today at the last minute.
Yeah, my pleasure to be here and happy to help and answer any questions.
I love it. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. So this is very informal. Aiman and I are going to do a more detailed presentation later, but I wanted to introduce him to you all. For anyone that has questions about Facebook advertising, messenger bot advertising, lead forms, now's your time to ask a true expert. And he and I have worked together. He knows GoHighLevel. He's seen CloseBot, all that stuff. So does anyone have any questions? Or Aiman, do you want to start something off, or do you just want people to throw questions to you informally?
Yeah, so if they have any questions.
Anyone have any questions for an expert media buyer? I really hope some of you do.
I got a question.
Just, I'd like to know what exactly does a media buyer do? He'll handle the traffic towards it, but I mean, how does that operate? We want something done, say for insurance.
Yeah, so basically what a media buyer can help you do is to create the ad campaign and manage it for you. So you don't have to worry about like the traffic side. So create campaign and link it with the GoHighLevel and the close bots and send the leads there.
He does all the work. I mean, literally, it's really amazing. So the answer, Cesar, is everything. If your client needs, but your clients go, how do I get traffic? He'll go to someone and say he'll go to a company here that buys ads, or that's what Aiman does. That's all he does, though. Like, so, and he's really, really good at it. He writes ads. This is from my experience. I mean, he wrote the ads. He got the images. He would split test them. Every week he would look at them and update them and make them and just make the campaign better and then share the results, which is really all you need. It just allows you to not think about funneling your, getting traffic into your funnel or your client's funnel, because that's a whole job in an art form, and he's really good at it. So, yeah, and because he knows GoHighLevel and CloseBot and other things, it just makes working with the stuff that we do, like the AI bots. Like, how do you leverage that stuff, but with regular traffic generation? Google, Facebook, Instagram. I mean, you can do it all. Who's next?
Oh, I have a question that I always get from my clients. We do some sort of that. We're not like experts in that in no way, but we do have clients that tell us, oh, put ads for us in Meta mostly. But the question that I've always get asked that I don't have a real like knowledgeable answer is, how much should I spend? So I just give them a ballpark number based on my feelings mostly. Oh, well, I've had this experience before. Spending this amount for that client, you should spend like kind of the same. Is there any like formula or process to go through with the client to determine how much should they spend based on a client that has no knowledge of past experience spending in ads, for instance?
So the thing that you can do is ask them how many leads they can handle per day and go by average industry, like what is the cost per lead, and just multiply that. So let's say the average industry is like $50 per lead. They need like 10 leads per day. They need to spend at least like 500 per day.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, we do. I think when I've worked with Aiman, we've done all of our paying for the ads. We pay for the leads. We're not paying for impressions. We're not doing any of that stuff. We pay for leads because it gives both sides the most control over their spending, and it gives you something to bring down either by having better ads, a better offer, or increasing your conversion rate to make it affordable, that's what takes the time, right? And that takes part you and the media buyers to just dial in your offer and your sales process to increase your numbers, because some $50 a lead, I mean, that's not super cheap, right? But most industries are around there, I think.
Yeah, it depends on the industry, obviously, because
right.
I do have restaurant clients, and the cost per lead is because they want volume, because they're offering a promotion or something. So the cost per lead should be very low. And we never use like cost per lead as a basis. We use like cost per click or that sort of metrics. But cost per lead to determine for each industry is what we need to do then, just so they have a basic understanding of how much does it one person that it's a lead cost for them. Okay, cool.
But which platform do you advertise on? Facebook?
Mostly, yeah, Meta, yes.
Is this in America or in Mexico?
Mexico.
So this is Mexican traffic, Aiman. I don't know if the price is cheaper for leads.
No, it's way cheaper.
Okay, cool. Good to, yeah. I mean, so it's country dependent too. The reason we like leads is because it's just a tangible. It's a seat in the door, a seat on the phone. And you could buy leads in bulk, but the best lead gen guys like Russell Brunson, like the people that have been trained by him, they all seem to do a per lead price. It makes more sense than like, oh, I had 1,000 impressions, or 1,000 people clicked, 2.5% made the call to make an appointment, and then of those, half didn't finish the appointment. It's a lot to keep track of, rather than, did you get a lead? Yes. It's even more if they show up. I mean, there's a couple ways to charge. You can charge more for actually showing up or making a reservation or something. A lead is just, here you go, right? And most people don't follow up like we've learned to do with our AI.
Yeah. So in her case, he can charge per reservation for the restaurant. It will be much, much better.
Yeah, for reservation, yeah, not. I don't have. Think I have one that does reservation. Most of them are like no reservations needed. So then what we do is mostly like lead form instead of driving traffic to our website, and we do meta lead form and direct it to EHL, and then we go that route with the follow-up for the restaurant customers, for instance. So we charge because mostly we charge for the automations, not for the traffic getting. That's something that I really don't want to get into. I prefer to maybe have a media buyer as yourself, so that you take care of that, because my agency is small and I want to focus on that aspect. But yeah, I need someone like you to have some insight onto which is the better strategy for each of the clients I have, because they do need that service and we provide it, but it's marginally based upon our experience, and so we're not the best ones to do it every day. So if I could have later on your contact, maybe we could get in touch and see if we could work something out.
Yeah, sure. Josh can send you like my contact.
Yeah, I'm going to give you all his details. So Julio, I was thinking, I mean, you could do a coupon code offer and then maybe tally it up by how many people use the coupon code. Or in your case, since there's no way to track what happens after they're a lead, you may not be able to go past that. But some of the stuff, if you could track appointments if you're making them and go high level, that's easier to do than just paying for a lead. But a lead is a lead is a lead, and there's a standard rate. And if you can do slightly better and convert it better with callbacks and, hey, did you come to the restaurant after nurturing, you are providing extra value to the restaurant, but paying by lead just seems better. But yeah, I'll definitely give you Aiman's name and number. I'll put that in here right as soon as he's done. I'll actually put it in here right now. Aiman, sorry, did you have anything to add to that?
No, that's it.
Joey.
Yeah, so my question, I guess kind of for both of you is, what are you seeing as like most effective in like, advertising your own agency, right? Because that's, for me at least, that's where I'm trying to like increase traffic, increase the number of people that are, I've done some Facebook ads myself, but it's like, what, are you seeing that works well? Like, are you going after just one niche? Are you going after, just selling, like the AI employee, and how are you kind of positioning it? So maybe both of you have some insights on that.
Yeah, so niching down will be like always better when you are just starting out. You will be able to create better ads, better messaging, better offers for one niche, and it will also like be much easier to scale, since you will be able like to create like same product that you're gonna sell for, let's say, clients A, it will be the same for client B. So yeah, niching down will be always like better. In terms of the offer, like you can just start with the simple like book a call with you. That would be like the simplest way. Another thing that you can do is offer like a lead magnet and do it with like Facebook Messenger. So the actual bot will like give them the lead magnets, so you don't have to send them to a funnel, for example.
So it may be a Josh question, but what are you using as the lead magnet for like an agency for this?
So you'd have to create the lead magnet. Aiman wouldn't do that. Like that would be our job. So hold on, I'm just putting all this info in here for you guys. That's fine. Media buyer.
Which niche are you going after, Joe?
At the moment, I'm targeting roofing contractors, because I've had pretty good success with one company, specifically that I signed up last year, and I have like, all their results, like how much revenue it's generated, all that kind of stuff. So trying to
calculator's a good lead magnet.
Okay. Yeah.
Honestly, calculate your savings and then into the scheduling form.
Yeah, I've just been doing like a demo, kind of like, self-selling, just not the voice yet. But
would that be a lead magnet, Aiman? A self-selling demo? Like
try it more like a book a call. Yeah, more book a call funnel.
Well, the self-selling demo books the call for you. Meaning, can you do an ad to try a self-selling demo and the demo's a voice call. So could you trigger an outbound voice call from a lead format if they opt in for the phone number, right? That goes into GoHighLevel. We trigger an outbound call to his client live in real time, or they can call the number if he gives it to them, same number. And our self-selling demos, it says, what's your industry? What's your name? And then it does a demo of voice AI. Then it says, wasn't that awesome? How about we schedule? Then it sends a scheduling link by text message right to their phone. So that's what the self-selling demo is aiming, kind of like what I was doing a long time ago with CloseBot. We're doing it with voice now. Is that considered something that, would you consider that something that would get people to do an ad to try a demo, or is that not exciting enough?
No, that can work. That's exactly like a book funnel would work.
Yeah, right.
So give them like a demo and they
exactly.
go.
It's a voice book funnel. That's what that is, Joey. So the cooler the voice, I mean, they're very cool, Aiman. I mean, these things are amazing. And once they get in there, if it doesn't break down, it schedules. So is it cheaper, Aiman, to do? Well, lead form ads are lead form ads, period. But what about like just an ad that goes to a landing page that has a calendar on there? Are those types of ads more or less affordable?
So generally speaking, if you keep the traffic on the platform, like a lead form or like a Facebook Messenger, it will be cheaper.
That's right.
Traffic outside.
Got it. So there's an incentive to use lead form ads from Facebook, and your cost is going to be cheaper because they don't lead, right? But because we can call them from a lead form, or we can even text them if they've opted in, Aiman, let me ask you this question. What do you think about, and what do you know about lead form ads opening up Facebook Messenger to continue the conversation with CloseBot?
Then you can skip the lead form and send them directly to Facebook Messenger.
So they click the ad, it goes right to Messenger?
Yes, and you can ask for the information there.
Huh. Wait a minute. So you're saying, and that keeps it on the platform. So that's a pay-per-click campaign. Was it a pay-per-click campaign, or is it still a Messenger bot campaign?
So with Facebook, there is no pay-per-click. Like you pay per impression.
Okay. Right. So is the cost cheaper if you have your ad go to a Messenger bot than you have your ad go to a landing page?
Yes.
Really? Okay. So it's cheaper to run your own Messenger bot. You guys all know how to make a Messenger bot all day long with CloseBot. So
I don't understand cheaper per what, right? Because if you have I assume that getting a message, even if you have a campaign that's driving leads to a page versus a campaign that's driving messages, you probably get more clicks for less, if they're just going to go to a page. But the intent in the end and how many people are actually going to like fill out a form, I assume you'll get better if you send them to a messenger. But it seems weird that you would actually be more expensive, to get leads just to hit a website versus to actually send you a message.
Facebook charges you a premium if your ad campaign leaves Facebook. And it's hidden. Well, that's what right, Aiman? I mean, that's essentially the thing. Facebook likes you to stay on their platform, so you'll be paying less. It's not written in there like, hey, it's cheaper if you stay on the platform. It's just, it tends to be cheaper to stay on their platform.
I will explain why. Because it makes sense for Facebook to keep the users on the platform. They will see the next ad. They will stay on Facebook more. But if you take them outside, like they will leave the platform and go to the website, do something else. Yeah. So it's much better for them to keep them on the platform.
And is there like, as we talk about
again, sorry. And again, you pay per impression. That's why the cost is usually less. Because you don't pay per lead.
Right. And depending on all these different strategies, is there something that, different strategy, regardless of this little distinction between the different costs, that it's preferable for higher ticket items, like, versus like an e-commerce store that's selling things like $100 range versus something that's in the $1,000 range? Have you noticed that in your, targeting and stuff and the ads that you've created, that for these higher ticket item ads, it's preferred a certain type of campaign?
So with e-commerce, you will go with conversions, not with leads.
Or whatever. Or for example, like say you have like I'll give you a GoHighLevel account for $99 or something, a month, versus maybe my client is like wants to sign up for a tour and it's $3,000 for like a 3-day tour, something like that. In both cases, I want to lead, I think, to communicate with, but like maybe it's like in Messenger versus like a sign up form on a website versus. I'm curious what insights you have on that.
Yeah, since it will be like a high ticket, like they will need to get on a call with someone, and you can either use like lead forms or Facebook Messenger ads, so they will work better. Because at the end, they need to book a sales call for the sale to happen.
Yeah, $99 a month SaaS plan, you hopefully can automate that completely. You wouldn't want to have to get on a phone for that low ticket of it. E-commerce, you don't get on the phone for that low ticket. If it's an e-com and it's buy now, you don't want to have to get on the phone at all. Other than like maybe a year up front, like a whole year plan or some offer, you get a year and you get some time with me, and that's $2,000 rather than $99 a month, which is, $1,000 a year, whatever. There's lots of ways to do it, but yeah, I think that makes sense. Now you could split test stuff. I mean, Aiman split test stuff all the time. I most of my clients that are new to chatbots, the sophisticated ones, that they have their own, Aiman essentially, but they all have said, well, hold on, I want to test your messenger bot with what we're doing, or with just a standard ManyChat or something more linear, just to see the difference and not waste a ton of money, because it may not be as effective, but maybe it is cheaper. So there's a lot of data to sift through, which you can do pretty quickly in a week or so, to just really dial in the ad. So as most of you know, ads are never set it and forget it. If you set and forget your ad, you're going to lose money big time, and it's not going to be successful. Aiman runs like 8 ads per mini ad. Like he does all that stuff that it's just tedious to keep track of, and it's a skill, right? I mean, right, Aiman? I mean, how long have you been doing this?
So 5 years now, almost 6.
Yeah, he's really good. I mean, I got Aiman a few pretty good clients, and we're all really happy. Any other questions?
I have a question that is mostly not US related, but in Mexico and I suppose in Morocco too, use WhatsApp instead of any other form of communication. So have you noticed any difference between Messenger and WhatsApp, like driving traffic to each one of those?
Yeah, so in countries that use WhatsApp, it is better to send traffic to WhatsApp.
Cool. Yeah, because that's preferred method of communication here. So.
And it'd be the same advertising, right? It'd be the same lead form. You just hit WhatsApp on GoHighLevel rather than SMS.
Yeah, just like a simple click, you will change where you're gonna send traffic from Messenger to WhatsApp. That's it.
And the costs are basically the same, right? The Messenger and the WhatsApp cost per lead.
So it will be cheaper since the country, like people are there used to use WhatsApp. It will be cheaper than Messenger.
Cool. Thank you.
If you do that, Julio, I'm curious to see. Oh, who is that? Yeah. I'm curious to see how WhatsApp. I've never done WhatsApp campaigns because I know you got to pay a monthly fee and GoHighLevel, but in other countries, it's the only way. Is it cheaper to do a WhatsApp campaign from a Facebook ad than a Messenger ad? Because you are leaving the platform, right?
It's still like under Meta, so they don't charge you extra.
Oh my goodness. I never even thought about that. That is a Meta product. What do you know? Awesome. Andre.
Yeah. Paper leads, can we like paper demo? Like everyone who goes through the demo, it would be like a paper demo instead of a paper lead. And that's the first question. I really like the demo set up where if people go through the demo, well, for us, that's a warmer lead than just clicking on it, right? Would that work?
Okay, so to explain, with Facebook, you don't choose what you're gonna pay for, like you pay per impression. So the ad will show up, whether they click, watch the demo, or they don't click, you will still gonna pay for it.
Yeah. But when you say paper lead, that means they filled out a form, they filled out something, right? So this isn't a form. Would it be like, okay, if they fill up a form for the demo, Or could we have some kind of a timestamp or something on the demo? No, am I putting it too far here?
Yeah, you can send traffic, like you can send traffic to like a demo page, or even like do like a live demo, for example. Like they will fill out the information, and
Yeah.
someone will call them from the bot. But again, you will not be able to choose like whether you pay per lead or pay per demo.
Well,
Okay,
you could do that, Andre. I mean, if you get a lead from Facebook into this demo bot, you're going to pay for the lead. I mean, you're going to pay for the
Well,
lead.
yeah.
So someone's got to pay you back. Now, the other
Exactly.
way, so what you could do, you could charge them a premium. Like, don't bill them on their leads. Bill them after the month is up, because then you could charge them a premium for leads that turned into demos.
Yeah.
You're going to, I mean, right, Aiman? Couldn't you theoretically do that and just come up with your own solution to bill them? See, that's putting in your credit card. You have to put in their credit card in Facebook Messenger. Like, Aiman doesn't use his credit card. You're going to get your client's credit card. You're not going to want, unless you want to use your card and pay for them all yourself and bill them later. But that seems outrageous. I would never do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do like a performance deal with them, for example, like after you install, for example, the system for them and charge them. That can work.
Another thing that works, just going back to the restaurant industry, that really worked for us when I was involved in that industry in the past. We were selling like a coupon, $50 coupon for, let's say, $25. So people were investing 25 to get 50 at the restaurant. You can do that for basically any local business. Is that something we could set up in Facebook ads where, depending on the purchases, we'd pay, like you said, $50 a lead, whatever it is. We could pay per lead once they purchase this coupon. Is that possible?
You can set up like the system that you mentioned with Facebook ads, but again, you will be paying per impression whether they pay you or not. This makes sense because you pay in advance per impression.
No, but what I'm saying is, if we hire you, for example, you set up our ads, you do the campaign, and we pay you per lead, could we pay you per voucher that is purchased? Is that something that is logic? Does that work, or
No.
is it just per click and that's it?
So here's what I think you're mean, Andre. So I've done a package for electricians where I charge them $1,000 for 10 leads. I paid for the leads on Facebook, and then I charged them after the fact. You could do the same thing. You're going to still have to pay for the traffic. Whatever you want traffic, if it's leads, impressions, clicks, whatever, you have to pay for it. If you want to pay for it because you know you're going to make your money later, that's a business. That's a way to do it. Then you need to make up a way to keep track of it and bill them and all that stuff, which you can do and GoHighLevel. But if you want to get paid on everyone that buys a $25 coupon, that's just a product that would be like a conversion ad, right, Aiman?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so they could pay for conversions. There's all sorts of ways.
Well, yeah, well, that's the question. I have a lot of people that approach me to say, okay, I'll book you a demo and you're going to pay me X amount per lead that I book you a demo. I mean, they take care of the clicks, they take care of the advertisement. Obviously, I give them a deposit, whatever. I mean, there's all deals, but they're ready to pay me for every demo, that they book, not an intro call, but a demo. They're good, So there's all kinds of ways that you could do this. So I'm just
you charge by the demo, and then you pay for your own traffic, and you pay Aiman to get you the traffic, right? That's all. That's how you do it.
No, it all depends. It all depends. Stan took care of everything, and he said, "Okay, you're going to pay
better.
me, let's say, $250 a lead, a hot lead, or whatever." But when it comes down to that, they're already qualified. They're already this and that. So it's
yeah, I get it. I mean, we're making leads really qualified with our after call or after chat analysis. So how we were breaking leads into hot and cold. If you're charging $250 a lead, that's a whole example. It's a good example. That's a whole different industry. Solar installers, lawyers. I mean, because you're only going to pay you'll pay maybe $50, $100, but there's a way to that's a different thing than the lower ticket. So this obviously all varies based on your ticket, the audience, but there's so many ways to skin the cat. But bottom line is they all need incoming traffic and they all need media buying, regardless of who pays for it. Right. So, but coming up with a system and dialing it in, Aiman's been very helpful when I've had other different kinds of systems or had a previous partner where we did some other totally different niches. And I mean, it seems like it's all relatively similar on the media buying end if you know all the possible combos and outputs. But what you want can be done, man, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, it's been done. Yeah.
Right. Copy something successful. Cool. Paul?
I think it might be helpful if you just kind of go through a demo of like you would demo to a customer that you're looking to bring on. Just so we get the feel of it a little bit better, because we're going in different tangents without necessarily kind of figuring out your piece in that. Right.
What do you mean?
Well, if we were to hire him to help us.
Oh, Aiman. Got it.
Yeah. So how would you, I mean, just kind of do a demo of what you would do for a potential customer, and then we can look at that and then figure out how we can mark that up. And
well, yeah, we will do that, Paul. So he and I are going to do a more detailed demo.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Where he'll show like prices. We'll do some graphs and stuff, but essentially, I don't know how to get traffic into any funnel, whether it's anything we make, without some sort of incoming traffic. And usually, you do it yourself, or you'd hire someone like an Aiman to do it. I think what you're getting at. So, Aiman, why don't you explain your pay structure of how you get paid and the client pays for the ads, how you package your services, things like that, maybe real quick.
Yeah. So usually, like the simplest way is to charge monthly, and the client will cover the advertising cost. So let's say, for example, I work with a client $2,000 per month to create and manage the ad campaign for the entire month, and they cover the advertising cost.
Right.
And then you have to pay for the impressions.
That's included in the advertising cost.
Or 2,000 plus impressions, or just 2,000 flat fee?
Yeah, so let's say, for example, I will charge like 1,000 per month to create and manage the ad campaign, and the client will spend like 2,000 on the advertising. So
gotcha.
The advertising will cover the impression cost.
But you don't charge per lead in the end.
No, I charge per month.
Got it.
It's a service. I mean, it's a flat fee service, and you could scale up the advertising because he doesn't pay for the ad. It's just him turning up the volume, but he's still got to do. If it's 100 ads or a million ads, he still split tests them and looks at your volume. It's faster results, clearly, but yeah, it's a flat out service. It's not like
it's like what NAA was doing also.
I don't recall that, but possibly.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, right. It's a flat fee. Yeah, there's a flat fee, and then the client pays the ad costs.
And like strategically, Josh, like given you've worked with Aiman a lot, like you can, I guess, like sell the client on Aiman, or you could sell the client on leads, right? And you right? Is that how it works?
They don't have to know if Aiman exists or not, frankly. He works for you. So when I was doing electricians, when I first met Aiman, I literally said, I'll get you 10 leads for $9.97 for EV installs. They never asked how much you paying on Facebook. They didn't give a shit. They literally all said, okay, here's $997. Boom. Now they didn't close the leads, which is why I got into AI, but nevertheless, those types of clients are willing to pay a nice fair rate up front for just flat out leads. $10,000, 10 leads. And then I paid Aiman separate or worked with Aiman separately. And I was paying for the ads myself because they were going to pay me a premium on the leads I was going to get them, right? So that's one way to do it where, yeah, you got to pay, you got to start your business on your own, but it quickly becomes, a great way to do it. You could also have your client pay the fee through you and say, yeah, it's cost it's like $1,000 a month for that service from me, from my agency, or you roll it into your overall SaaS plan. If it's $3,000 a month, that's why when you charge like $3,000 a month for your SaaS plan, it comes with this, that, and the other. One of them is the media buying. You pay for your own ads, but I'll take care of the media buying for you. And then all the results are showing up in GoHighLevel, and they look in their sub account. They see all this stuff other than the initial onboarding, meaning they got to connect their Facebook or at least invite you and or Aiman as a someone that can access the business manager account. Aiman knows how to do all that stuff too. So frankly, all that crap that's super annoying with Facebook and business manager, that's where stuff breaks down, honestly. I'll buy my own ads. Oh, it's so easy. I love Facebook. And then you're like, oh, log into business manager. Oh, that's not, let's see. Then there's ad manager. And then you get shut down. And then all this stuff happens. So I learned my lesson, which is why I much prefer to pay someone, because you will get shut down. I mean, honestly, it's not worth it to do your own ads on Facebook unless you're just starting out. Honestly, I mean, I did it myself when I started out. I'm not saying don't, but it got so complicated. I was doing it in the 2000 aughts when there was no rules. I mean, crazy stuff, right? But now it sucks. So hence why I love working with Aiman and why I don't teach it. I don't like it. No one likes the business manager tools. He's great at it.
I do.
Aiman loves that shit. So that one part about what we do for a living, guys, none of us have talked about getting the traffic into our funnels, because I've always worked with Aiman, so I never talk about it. So that's why I wanted to bring him in, because some people are really good at I can make bots all day long, big deal, but how do you make money off of them? With someone like Aiman, he'll make sure that every week the ads are improving. And if you have a decent client that understands you got to spend money on ads to make money, shit just doesn't fall off the trees to go into your funnels unless they do their own social media influencer stuff, right? That's different. But if you need to just turn on traffic, that's why you work with someone like an Aiman. And that's why I brought him. Any other questions? Again, guys, Aiman and I are going to do a more detailed thing with the screen share, and I'll put it in the group and stuff. Yeah, go for it, David.
One less about the money I was curious about like AI, like you use AI content generation, AI like ChatGPT for like headlines and descriptions and stuff like that in the end, or I was curious where your position is on that.
Yeah, I have tried them before, but like they don't convert that well. So you will have to write copy yourself, and like the image video also. Especially with videos, you have to do it yourself. Like the AI videos are not there yet.
Good to know. Thank you.
Aiman does that. I mean, that's part of the thing. He makes the ads for you. I don't know. I didn't know he didn't use AI. He writes very good ads. I mean, he writes really good ads, and he knows how to do the images so they get clicks. There's images that are made to get a stop and a click rather than just a nice roof or someone standing on a roof. You want something like he knows all those tricks and those social, I'm not gonna say hacking, but all those techniques to just get people to stop, because that's all he does. I mean, Facebook buying, and that's a whole art, really, and it's helpful because then if he can get your costs down and help you get your conversions up, that's how you make more and more money, and how your clients just love you. But without someone doing this, it stinks.
I do a lot of cold email, and I'm always on ChatGPT just to try to get ideas. But
you could do it. I use it all the time. This whole course.
I agree with them, because it doesn't convert, man. You really gotta know how to do copy, and so it gives you ideas, but you can't just take it and say okay, and go on with it. I agree with man totally that we haven't had success with email campaigns or subject lines or whatever. It's an idea, but after that, you got to A/B test forever, and every day you got to restructure. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any other questions, folks? Anyone? Aiman, do you want to add anything or give your goodbyes? I'm going to share the screen. I pasted into this chat Aiman's details, and then it's in your it's in the first page. I put it all the way to the beginning of this Lucid chart here, folks, and I'll put it in. I'm going to put it in the class. I'll put it in the classroom too. I'll put a section here on media buying, and then I'll give you Aiman's. I'll do a little blurb about what it is, and then I'll hook you up with Aiman. Awesome, man. Thank you so much for doing this, Aiman. I was very excited to see your email recently.
Yeah, happy to help. And it was a pleasure to be here.
Awesome. We have one more question from Felicia. Yes, young lady.
Yeah, I have just one quick, easy one. So, Aiman, do you ever consider rev share?
What do you mean?
Revenue sharing as the payment model.
To pay Aiman?
Yeah. Or is he just straight up, you got to pay my 1K fee or whatever?
Yeah, so I have done that before. It didn't work well, so I prefer to get paid monthly.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you. That's all I
Thanks,
needed to
Aiman.
know.
Cool. Awesome. Again, Aiman, thank you so much. I will send you this recording if you want to keep it for yourself too, Aiman. I'll invite you to this class. You could just, if you want to, I don't know if you're in the school group or not. And then I'll hit you up. It's Friday. I'll hit you up next week to hopefully do something more detail where we can show maybe some examples and get a little prettier presentation. And I'll pitch it to the whole group of 1,000 people. So here's his contact info. Thanks again, Aiman.
Yeah, happy to help here. And if they have any questions, they can put them on the school community, and maybe later we can go through them.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Any questions you have, you can get them to me and I'll get them to Aiman, or we'll post them in the school group. Awesome. Thanks a lot, man. Have a great weekend.
Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Bye. That was Aiman, everybody. So, Felicia, if you have a really good idea and revenue coming in, you can talk to him about it. Just to be clear, I in a group, I wouldn't have said I would do rev share, but he's not opposed to a good partnership occasionally. I'll just add. Okay, cool. What do you guys think about that? Was that helpful at all? Yeah, he's, I have nothing to gain from Aiman, you working with Aiman, folks. I had no affiliate. We're not sharing revenue. There's nothing at all other than I really like him. And I wish I knew him. I wish I knew someone like him years ago, because I have wasted so much time and money on Facebook advertising to so many different things that never worked. And every time I do something with him, he just takes all that stress off and he will get it to work. So reach out to him if you need help. Okay. Any questions before we move on for the day, for the morning? No? All right, cool. So we need to do a few things. First, since this is the last day, I wanted to share a link with you all. I was hoping everyone here could give me a testimonial for this class of how awesome it was and how much you learned. I'm going to paste it in this chat, and I'll also paste it in the Facebook group, in the school group. So it'd be amazing if you guys can click on that. It'd be amazing if you guys could tell people to come to the Chatbot Challenge, which is free. The more people, the better. So thank you all. I want to, again, thank you all for coming. I have most of you here today, other than the few people that show up at night. You guys have been amazing. This has been amazing. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to award each of you a Chat Master certificate using the certificate feature of GoHighLevel, because I've always wanted to use it. And you guys have earned it. I mean, shit, if you've stuck through this, there is no doubt that you know so much more about AI, how to use AI, how to make it work for different niches than 99% of the country overall. Honestly, guys, you have watched and learned and done and helped with a lot of really, really killer cutting edge bots. This pizza bot, you may not have a pizza business, but man, being able to get all this stuff out and right into GoHighLevel, this is so powerful and worth so much money when you start adding in the lead analysis that we were doing, especially with the insurance, with like actuarial numbers for the agent and next steps for an agent. I mean, so in terms of the leads that you're going to be providing your clients potentially, and the details of a booked appointment that they didn't normally have at all, meaning how, the lead scoring we've been doing, I don't know what that direct value is compared to a lead that has none of that information, but I am positive that it's more valuable. I am positive that some clients won't care, but I'm also positive that some clients will really care, especially if they're into analytics and how much they spend and what their return on investment is and all that stuff, right? So being able to do all this in the end, we've done a lot of lead gen. This is all lead gen, guys, all of it. Then lead scoring, scheduling, right? That is so cool. So thanks for sticking with me and everyone, and thanks for getting this far. So let's continue. Any questions before I go? Let's go. So thank you, Aiman. That was helpful. I'm really glad you did that. So we need to do a couple things here. So we got to get the text out. I'll fix this afternoon before tonight. I swear to God. I don't know why that doesn't work, but we got to do the trigger. So as I mentioned, we were doing the technique where you can sign up clients for text messaging features without any A2P number on their sub account. This is big. And the way you do it is by web hooking back and forth between sub accounts. So watch. I have my master account. This is my agency account that I've been leveraging with my sub accounts, right? So I'm going to go to Rosenthal Marketing, and we're going to need to do two things. So let's open up two windows here. So what I'm going to do is, and I'll put it here. So in order for this to happen, let's move this over here. This would be a separate thing. So this, the way that this is going to work, we're going to webhook from sub account to agency account to A2P. Okay. Oh, we need to do one other thing. I need to add a tag. So in our workflow here, folks, on Pizza Gal, when this comes in as a new lead, I want to make sure that I tag it so we can have it go back to CloseBot, which I think of what you were asking about, Andre, earlier before, right, Andre? Yeah, thumbs up. Cool. All right. So I started the webhook. So send a restaurant. Okay. So is this the only workflow I have? Yeah. So this is the only workflow I have. So basically, right now, all it's doing is sending to the restaurant by email. And I showed you this email. It looks great. It's the reservation summary. I'm not segmenting it out into whether it's a reservation or a pickup order. I could, but I'm not gonna. I just want to show you something. So I'm gonna click here, and I'm gonna do add a tag. Because remember, this. So I'll show you. Okay, sorry. Let me show you. I want to add the tag Pizza Gal. I want to add that tag. Okay. Let me think here for a second. All right. So we have our make function. See, since we're not, so this make function, what it's doing is it's going to add this tag. So when it makes a new contact or if it updates a contact, I have it adding the tag send a restaurant. I'll even do it here. I love this, man. Look at that. I'll just do it there. Pizza Gal. That's awesome. So whenever you put tags in, they show up. So make sure you do it for both and you'll see why. Pizza Gal. You know what? Pardon me while I think for a second here. I think that since we're all in here, I don't even need this. Paul, what's up?
That's what I was wondering. Can't you just either put it in?
I'm gonna do that, dude. Yeah,
And then you need to want to do a variable for the tag because if that's in Rosenfeld marketing, you're gonna have to have it per.
You're right. So what Paul's saying is this is not necessary. So basically, we have the sub account, right? And we're storing the contact details in here so the client could log into his own sub account, right? But since we're now doing this whole make thing and we can do whatever we want, I can just do this. So basically, I don't know if I need to do this twice or if I can just connect to it, but watch. So what we're going to do is I'm going to connect to a different connection. I'm going to connect to Rosenfeld Marketing. Now, the contact ID is going to be different. Let me think about that, right? Paul, the contact ID is going to be different because it's coming from a different sub account. So what I can do is I have their phone number. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to have to do this. This will work though. I don't know if this is the best way, but it will work. So I'll do, I'm going to have to do a new search contact. Watch. So I'm going to do search contacts. I'm looking in a different account, which is why I have to do this, folks. And the query will still be number or customer number. That'll work. Okay. Wonder if I can do this. No, you can't do the same module. I have to copy the module and like paste it here. Let's see. Paste. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Huh. So this both searches the new contacts, the Rosenthal Marketing, looks for that. Then what we'll have to do here is let's do, we're going to add a tag to it. That'll be the trigger. So I will, this is create a contact, right? Well, actually, no, this would be, yeah, create a contact. So I'm going to do create a contact or GoHighLevel, create a create a contact. And I'm going to save this. So let's go back to GoHighLevel, right? Rosenfeld marketing. So I want to add 2 tags. I want to add Pizza Gal. You'll see why in a second. I want to add Pizza Gal. And then let's do a new one, which is send to restaurant. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to do 3 things. I'm going to go to close bot and I'm going to make a new bot. Oops, it duplicated it. Oh no, that's okay. So we'll call this Pizza Gal Masterclass. So this way, this is full circle as we like to do it. And her name is Pizza Gal. Okay, cool. Integrate. So let me save that real quick and let me get my OpenAI key. Uh-oh, don't copy. All right, integrate. Let's do the key. And then I want to connect it to Rosenfeld Marketing because that's the only one that has A2P, right? So I'm going to connect to here and do Rosenfeld Marketing, the sub account for the agency. That's right. Oops. This is going to be amazing, folks. Cool. All right. So now under main, relax, let's say conversation happening. You are a virtual waitress at Pizza Gal. And the customer has just made a reservation or has scheduled or has ordered food. Watch this. Let me be sick. Food for pickup or delivery. Okay, important pizza information. Pizza Gal is a Chicago style pizza place, pizza place in Dallas, Texas. I'm not going to train this. This will be fine. Okay, I'm going to save that. Now, the objectives are going to be, let's do a full circle looping objective here. Now, I also know that I'm going to want to make another field in Rosenfeld Marketing, custom field called Pizza Gal. Oh, wait, over here. Sorry. I'm not going to organize this well, but I'm going to make a multi-line one. I'll call it Pizza Gal. Order summary. For now, this is going to store our so there's no folder for pizza here. That's fine. I'm going to put additional info. You guys understand. We got to finish up this class, folks. All right, save. Now, what I want to do is okay, cool. Let me think here. So on Rosenfeld Marketing in CloseBot, I want to make on process message. I want to add another tag router here. So I'll just duplicate this, duplicate branch, and this is going to be pizza, right? And the tags includes Pizza Gal. Cool. Then it's going to go this direction. So I'm going to put my new CloseBot webhook or the same CloseBot webhook, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, I'm going to take the right ID here, which is 2875. And I'll paste it here. Cool. So now the conversation will happen with the right bot after it texts them. Cool. So now I want to do, let's see. So now I have that field, right? So let me look at that field one more time to get the variable. So I'm going to go custom fields, and that thing was called Pizza Gal. I'll see what I'm doing. I want to copy this unique key in CloseBot. I'm going to say, here are the order reservation details, right? Because it'll already know it. It'll be in that custom field here. So it's going to know it. Okay, cool. Pizza combo. And I'm changing this title. If you do this technique of using your agency account to text all your clients so they don't have to get A2Ps, title these well, because there's only one goals accomplished in your entire agency account. So be aware. But that's why we're here, right? The advanced stuff. Cool. Let's go. All right. So now let's finish this up. Now, back here, when I do create a contact, I'm adding the tag. Let's see. I want to add the tag. I want to do call restaurant, contact restaurant. I want to add Pizza Gal, and I want to add send a restaurant, because that's going to be our tag to do the texting in a second. And then I also want to do one other thing. I want to do I want to make sure I know their first name, his first name, and I want their phone, which is coming from contact or customer phone. Oops. Get rid of that. Cool. Save that. Now this one, when I made a new contact, I didn't fill out name and phone, and it didn't like that. So I'll do first name, and I get it from the analysis. Shit, this one doesn't ask the name. It should ask the, there it is, name. But it might also come from order name. That's okay. This is not as complete as it needs to be, folks. We just don't have time where I'm getting order and reservation either blank or not, but this will work. So then phone number, this works for sure, because we're doing this customer number and this is their caller ID. Okay. I just don't want that. It's not an error. It just doesn't like it. Okay. So this one, it's updating the contact. I don't need to do anything with the name and phone because it's already exists, right? But I am adding the tags. So let me just double check. So customer number, good. So on this one, we're searching the Rosenfeld marketing. We're adding the tags. We're setting everything. When we're setting this field here, Pizza Gal order summary, you want to set it to analysis summary. Okay, save that. And then I want to do the same thing here, so I can right click on here, do actually no, I need to do update contact. My bad. GoHighLevel, update contact, because this is the update contact flow, right? Rosenfeld marketing. I don't need to update the name or anything. I just need to update a couple things. I need to update Pizza Gal. I need to update send a restaurant and Pizza Gal, right? And then I need to do the Pizza Gal order summary, which is the summary from the analysis. Summary. Okay, save that puppy. All right. Unless it doesn't like. Oh, contact ID. So I got to grab. Shit. Oh, my bad. Sorry. So notice how there's two responses here. One of these is from Rosenfeld Marketing. I could have labeled them better, but I didn't. So hold on a second here. Look at the tags. One's gonna have a ton of tags. Yeah, this has no. This is Pizza Gal. This is Rosenfeld Marketing. So I want this contact ID, and it's filled out, by the way. So I want to do that. Okay. So remember, it's using the contact ID throughout the whole thing. Although I want it from this GoHighLevel lead connector. Let me just double check to make sure that's accurate. Search contacts. There's two. Okay, it's not update contact. My bad. It's this search contact. Yeah, it's the third search contact, folks. So be aware. That's wrong. Contact ID. They look identical, but they're not. Okay, now when I save it, it's like, okay, there we go. Any questions on that? That was kind of annoying and confusing, but I've never done it before. I mean, honestly, think about it. This is the no contact. It's gonna create a contact in Pizza Gal. Then it's going to search contacts in Rosenfeld Marketing. It's going to create it, which it doesn't exist, but if it does, it's going to search it, and then it's going to make a new contact. I don't know if I need to do this. Well, let's see what happens. Only one way to find out. Let's call it. Let me let me turn this on so I can see what's going on. Actually, let's use existing data. Let's see what happens here. Before I do that, let me finish this workflow here. So in Rosenthal Marketing, I'm going to want to do an automation. In Rosenthal Marketing, I want to do an automation based on that send to restaurant, right? So I'll do putting them all in Z just so I can see them. We'll call this Z send to restaurant. Okay, so now what we're going to do here is I'm going to add a new trigger, and the trigger is going to be send to or at contact tag added, right? Contact change, tag added, tags added, and then find send to restaurant. Okay. Then let me title that for you. Send to restaurant tag added. And then here, this is going to be an internal notification because I don't want the customer to get something. Although I do. You could, but I'm not going to do that right now. So I want to send an internal notification. This is to the restaurant, right? I want to send an SMS. I'm going to use my number. I'll do a custom number. I'll just do my number for now so I can test it. And this is going to be change the time of this, send order res details to restaurant. Okay. Oh, doesn't like this. Oh, there's nothing in here. Sorry. You have a new order. And all I should be able to do is just put in that message summary that the pizza or whatever that is all at the bottom here. This am I in the right thing here? Yeah, order summary. Let's see. Pizza Gal order summary. There we go. Save that. Okay, let me publish this and save this. And then this is where you would also add a webhook to the restaurant, probably to the POS system. But if you did that, I'm not going to do it. But if you did and you want it to be right, you got to make sure that you're sending all of the, in here, how we have all of this structured data, right? You want to make sure that you're mapping that back into here. I'm not doing that right now, just so you're aware. That's too much time. Okay, so let's try this. So I'm going to use existing data and see if it calls me. It'll be incredible if it does, wouldn't it? Let me make sure all my flows are on. Let's make sure everything's on here. Pizza Gal, there's an automation in here. Oop, there's an automation here to trigger this whole puppy. That's on. All right, let's try it. I'm just going to hit use existing data. Oh, it crashed. It crashed. Why did it crash? Missing value parameter content. Okay, so this wasn't right. And it's because I got to call it, I feel. All right, let's call this puppy. Well, before we do, hold on. Let's try to fix this one thing. Because if we can, then our Vapey's awesome. So it's not transferring. So here's what you do. And I hate doing this. But this is the only way sometimes. Just open up Discord and hang out with all these millennials. Just kidding. Hang out with all these kids on Discord that are from, yeah, it's not that it's too noisy, but it's too noisy. But the answers tend to be in there. But it's cool because it shows you that Vapey's still, community supported. It's not like an industry standard. So here is my Vapey. Okay, so I'm going to go to GHL guide, prompt sharing. Let me just search this whole stupid thing. I don't know how to do that even. Let's see, search, transfer, call. Whoa. All right, so transfer call in prompt. Yeah. See? Okay, so the way in order to call functions, you know what? This is why. Let me see if I go to 4.0 cluster, and I'm serious. Stupid as it sounds. Let me just do that first. And then transfer call is having a human isolation call transfer. I'm just gonna sound so official. We loved it. I loved it, frankly, but let's just make it all right. You then use the transfer call function and transfer the call. Okay, let's try it. So we're going to put in an order. We're going to put in a reservation. And then I'm going to ask it to transfer me after that's over. Oop. Okay, here we go. You know what? Hold on. Let me change the voice. I don't like her voice. Her voice is starting to bother me. Let's do Paula. I want Paula. So I have a really good voice. I don't know how I found it. Someone recommended it to me. I just slightly like Paula better. You can find her yourself. I didn't make it, somewhere in 11 Labs. ID. So let's see. Let's put it in the Vapey. Just better. All right, now let's talk to her.
Thanks for calling Pizza Gal. How can I help you today?
Yeah, hi. I'd like to make a reservation.
Sure thing. Can I have your name and phone number, please?
Yeah, my name is David, and my phone number is 312-525-2525.
Thanks, David. How many people will this reservation be?
Sit
inside or outside on our patio?
Oh, yeah, sure. Can I do 4 adults on the patio, and I need a high chair?
Sure thing, David. What date and time are you thinking for your reservation?
Can I come Sunday at 5:30? I know it's a little early, but we got kids.
I'm sorry. Days are closed, but any other day works.
Okay, well, yeah, Saturday at 5:30 works. I didn't know you were closed. Okay, no problem.
Perfect. So you're all set for 4 adults with a high chair on the patio at 5:30 p.m. this Saturday. Anything else you need? Pickup, delivery, or maybe some menu recommendations?
No, I'm good, but you know what? I would like to talk to someone, please. Can you transfer me to the manager? I had a question.
Answering the call now.
Okay, so let me look at something here. It hung up. So it got to it said it, and then it hung up on me, but it didn't transfer the call. I want to look at something here. So if I do calls, assisted forwarded call, it is working, but it's not working. So why, man? So I click on Vapey here. So let's see what's going on or what it did. That makes me happy. I'm not that nuts. It does forward, but it's just not working. And someone else said that in there too. I wonder if it has anything to do with the number that I'm using. I doubt it. Maybe it was coming through as spam. Okay, so here we go. Analysis. There's the analysis, right? There's the thing that's gonna. So there's our analysis. Here's the structured data that it pulled out. Pretty killer, right? Messages, call cost. Didn't say anything about. Oh, way down here. Holy cow! So you got to go all the way down. Wait, is this the start or the stop? Yeah, this is the latest. Assistant speech stopped. Assistant transferring the call now. Huh. I don't know why I did that. I'll look into that more this afternoon. I promise I'll fix this, but it is doing something. So, all right, cool. So now what happened? I didn't get a text message, so that didn't happen. But hold on, let's see what's going on here. So GHL went through, it broke here again. And here's, let's see why. Although, wait a minute, it went this way, but it broke this way. So let's see what data is coming in. The bundle, the best bundle ever. Analysis summary. It doesn't have the phone in here, but yet it does here. So something happened here. Yeah. Oh, that's because it didn't like the, what's going on? What is this? See, no. Wild. All right, let's do it again. So I think, let me save this. And let me run this again and wait for new data. All right. Try it again. It's not going to text you if it doesn't get through this thing, right? So this is what they pay the big bucks for, the testing of your bot.
Thanks for calling Pizza Gal. How can I help you today?
Hi, I'd like to put in a reservation for tomorrow at 6 o'clock for 4 adults.
Great. I can certainly help with that. And phone number to complete the reservation.
Sure. My name is Josh. My phone number is 248-909-9353.
Thanks, Josh. Let's get you set up. How many people is the reservation? Would you prefer to sit inside or outside on our patio?
Didn't I tell you how many? Did I not tell you how many people? I can't remember if I said that, but I'd like to sit indoors.
No worries, Josh. No worries, Josh. You didn't mention the number of people earlier.
Okay. I'm sorry. There'll be 11 of us. There's going to be 11 of us. Can you accommodate 11 people? Huh, it just hung up on me. Screw you too. All right, let's try it again.
Thanks for calling Pizza Gal. How can I help you today?
Yeah, hi. Can I make reservations for 4 people for tomorrow at 6 o'clock? Okay, what's up? So let's go back to our call logs. It's going to say pipeline error 11 labs. So pipeline error labs, 11 labs quota exceeded. Holy crap. Have I outused my 11 labs key? I might have. All right, that makes sense. So let's do this. No problem. So I'm gonna go back to assistance and I'm gonna go to my Pizza Gal. I'm actually gonna do this. Watch. I'm going to unhook my 11 labs key. Because if you do, you could still use 11 labs. They're just going to charge me, which I don't really care about. But if I go to voice library, I've got all sorts of new voices that only they have. Like, let's try Road Dog. No, I don't want to try Road Dog. Piper. Let's try Piper. So I copy this, and then I go to my voice. And remember, my API key is not in there for 11 labs, so this should work now. And I won't get an error. So if I do add voice ID manually, now if I save it, it should let me. No. If you're using your credentials, check as if not, check the voices as a provider list. I am. All right, screw it. I'm just going to go to Cartesia. It's fine. Professional woman, fine. All right, let's try that again, folks. Oop.
Calling Pizza Gal. Can I help you today?
Yeah, can I put in a reservation for tomorrow at 6:30 for 4 adults?
Sure. Before we proceed, can I have your name and phone number, please?
Yeah, my name's Josh. My phone number is 248-909-9353.
That's 50 bucks. And how many people will the reservation be?
I just told you how many people it's going to be.
Actually, Doc, you didn't tell me the number of people for your reservation. Could you please let
My
me know
bad.
how
I
many-
apologize. Yes, there's going to be 4 adults.
No problem, Josh. Would you prefer to sit inside or outside on our patio?
Inside. Hold on. Do you have vegan and gluten-free options?
Great. We've got some options. Our veggie garden deep dish pizza can be made vegan if you request no cheese. As the gluten-free option. Unfortunately, our crust is not gluten-free, but our salads like the garden salad and the spinach salad are pizza. Would you like to proceed with your reservation?
Yeah, let's proceed, please.
Great. I've got you down for a reservation for 4 adults inside tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Got it. They're all set for 4 people at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow inside. We'll see you then. Is there anything else I can help you with? Maybe a pickup or delivery?
Can you transfer the call to a manager?
Transferring the call now.
Still doesn't like the transferring. Okay, so this module should have ran, and it kind of broke. It got further along, right? So let's see. What's the error? The token does not have access to this location. Got it. Okay, so it doesn't like something. Let's see. So this is updating a contact in Pizza Gal. And then I've got to search the contacts again to get for the message number in Rosenfeld Marketing. This might not work. Let me see what this is. See, there's a contact ID. But if I look at tags and there's only one, then this is pizza. This is insurance. Bot. Sorry, missed your call. Intro message. Hi, this is Rosenfeld Marketing. Huh. That don't look right to me. Let's see how many tags are in this one. Pizza Gal. And then how many tags are in this one? None. I wish I could name these differently. They're all named the same. Can I edit that? All right, you know what? I have to think about this, Paul. I don't know if we can do it. I'm sure it could be done all through here, but the way I was doing it before, where I was doing it the old-fashioned way, was working for me. So I may finish up with that rather than try to do it in GoHighLevel because it's confusing me. So I'm going to get rid of this. 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 This is back to where it was. Okay. So now this added the contact in Pizza Gal. And what I want to do is in the send a restaurant step, it's sending an email, but I also want it to trigger a webhook. So what we're going to do is in Rosenfeld Marketing here, under the send a restaurant webhook, is looking for the restaurant tag added, right? So this is going to text the order to the restaurant. And in order for that to work, we're going to be a different trigger. This didn't work. So I need to get rid of this trigger from make. We're not doing that. I'm going to do an inbound webhook. And this is it. So I'm going to copy this webhook, right? I'm going to go to the other account, the Pizza Gal, and I'm going to do webhook, right? So I'm going to call that webhook here. Okay, and I want to add some data to it, right? I know I want some data. I want order Pizza Gal or order summary, or it will be reservation as well. And the value here is going to be the custom value we made with I'm sorry, not custom values, contact custom field It's this reservation conversation summary. So I'll do this reservation summary, res summary, and I'll send two things to it. I'll do order summary. And then watch. So when this comes through, so I'll do contact, custom field, order conversation summary. I'll type this out, reservation. And I'm going to make it one. Don't do a space. Sorry, don't do spaces. It'll add an underscore. Just do that. Cool. I'm going to save this. Okay, I'm going to save this. And I need to send a contact through here for this to work. So this gets triggered on the contact tag. Let's see. This is the contact tag send to restaurant. Okay. So but let me send Josh, let me send my contact through it. It's this one. Okay. So now this contact went through here. If I go to this other webhook here, this other Rosenfeld marketing, remember it's listening right now. So if I do fetch sample request, there's the request I just hit. And I need that because I'm going to want to get this data out of here. So I'm going to save that trigger. And now remember, if you call a webhook, it automatically needs to match it up to a contact. So I'm going to match it up to the first name, which is the inbound webhook trigger. Look at all these amazing things that come in here. So I've got their full name. So you want to match this up to full name. And then, sorry, full name. Webhook trigger full name. Then you want to do another field and you want to match up the phone number with the hold on one sec, Paul. With the inbound webhook, I want the custom data. No, I take actually the phone's in there. So I'm gonna is the phone not in there? I may have to add that. Sorry, I gotta add that. I gotta save that. I'll just do it to a different thing because I need to save this real quick. Paul, what's up?
Are you gonna need to, at the end of this workflow, clear that tag?
No,
Send the
maybe.
restaurant?
Well, yeah, I'll do that.
No, I mean, just
Yeah,
wondering.
you're right. So when this flow is done, since we're using this as a trigger, we're not using it as a trigger in here. So you can remove it because then you can do it more than once. But yeah, so remove tag, tag, and remove send to restaurant. Okay, cool. Save that. Okay, so remove send to restaurant. Okay. Create contact. Oh yeah, so I need to go into here and I need to send one more data variable. I need to send phone number, customer phone. Julio.
I'm kind of confused. Why are we sending through this method instead of just copying the content from one account to the other, as we did before?
I don't want to copy the account. I want to trigger a text message.
Okay, but if we copy it, oh wait, you don't want okay, yeah.
The reason is because I can make 5 different orders, so I can only copy it as one time.
Oh, guys, as a contact, yeah. So you use one like the trigger to the flow of the message then.
This allows me to take a contact in Pizza Gal's database and send them a text message from Rosenfeld Marketing so they don't have to have A2P.
Okay, yeah. So you need the contact itself. You need the trigger then.
It sends through most of the contact number. It sends through most of the contact info, but I want to get the
But you do create a contact, don't you? With the
hold on, dude. Hold on. So here. So the way this works is this, folks. So when Vapey is done with the conversation, it's going to hit make, and if this contact, and it's going to search this is going to search the Pizza Gal contacts. Okay, if the contact exists, it goes this way. If it doesn't exist, it goes this way. And both of these either create or update a contact in Pizza Gal and add a tag. Okay, so then in Pizza Gal, I'm looking for the tag that's been added to the existing contact. and I'm doing the internal email and then the webhook to my agency account so that I can send a text message. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I understand that, but that's way does create a contact on your main account, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
I'm segmenting it because it's going to have, well, I'll add this, it added the contact tag, but just to be clear, I'll add the contact tag Pizza Gal. And the reason is I want to be able to talk to this with CloseBot from my agency account because they don't have A2P. Okay, cool. So in here, I just want to make sure that this was setting me a phone number. So I got to do it again. I got to test this workflow one more time. So you click up here. Notice there's only one response here. So I'm going to test this again. Okay, it's going to go through here. And then in Rosenfeld Marketing, look for refresh the thing. So there's the new response. Grab that one, save that. You're good. So now I wanted this phone here. I actually want to match it to inbound web trigger, custom data, customer phone. Okay. Save that. Okay. So there it comes through here, does this, that, and the other. So this is on. So let's see if this works. So if I send myself from here to there, actually, a few things should happen. First, let me see if I've been getting emails with the customer summary. Okay. Yep. So, yep. So it's coming through. You have a new reservation. You have a new, so it isn't filling out the form properly. Let's find out why. Let's see. What was this? 23 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, 0 minutes ago. These have more data. No, so it's not pulling through the data. Oh, you know why? This is the wrong email. I want this to just be I don't have this data because I didn't take the time to send it over. So, but I did take the time to send over this data. This conversation summary. And I sent them both over. Okay, cool. So save that. So that email should change. And then the webhook should have dialed the phone. Oh, I didn't save it. Let me do that again. I'm going to send myself through it. Okay, so now in Rosenfeld Marketing, this should come through here. So let's see if anything came through. So it's skipped, error. What's the error? Create contact. Fields. Okay, no problem. So it needs to have data. Let's see. So here's the I'm looking at the data structure. So this is empty. So watch. I'm going to make this easier on us. I'm going to go back to Postman. Postman. Because it's taking too long. So watch. So I'm going to, in Postman, you want to take this webhook here, right? Inbound webhook, copy this. I'm going to paste it in here. I'm going to do, just paste this in here, right? And I'm going to get rid of all this stuff after it. Okay. Actually, yeah. I'm going to do it here. I'll start from the scratch. So I'm going to go to home. You just do this, new request. I'm going to paste in that URL, right? And now I want to add some keys, right? So I know that there's looking for three things. I want reservation summary. And I can put, you know, whatever. Just make sure it comes through. And then the next key I'm going to need is order summary and customer phone. Order summary, cust phone. And then here, order summary, whatever, you know, other thing. And then the customer phone is going to be, you know, +1 248. I'll just do it nice looking. You know, Now, when I hit send, and I go refresh data, look, there's new requests. There's quite a few new requests. So, oh, the timestamp is there. That makes life a lot easier. So I want this one. Oh, that's why that wasn't working. That was an old request. So watch. So here, if I go down to whatever other thing, so now this is good. Okay. So now I'm going to save that trigger and I'm going to send. I can't send I can send myself through it, but I want to go this way one more time. So I'm going to test the workflow, send myself through it, see if it doesn't give me any errors. Oh, darn it. I forgot to save it. My bad. Do it again. All right. Send myself through here. Okay. Run test. It's going to come through here. Huh. There's nothing on the map fields. Contact could not be created after no value was found. Okay, let me just double check what's going on here. So here's my inbound webhook. There's the data that's looking for. So let's just double check to make sure this is right. Inbound webhook trigger. Yeah, see, there's way less. I only have a few things. So I need to do one. I need to add another custom field. You got to send all the data. So no problem. I'm just going to actually do, I'll do this. In this webhook here, I'm going to do name. This is important because it won't be able to find their record. That's why it's not working. So if I do customer name and I do contact, full name. Okay, save that. Save that. Now I'm going to test. Now back in the other workflow, I want to I need to test, I need to trigger that real quick. So here I'm going to call this webhook by running this workflow. Okay. Now in here, there's going to be a new webhook that just came through there. Click it because now I have, why is this dummy data? Huh. Why is this dummy data? Wait. Wait, I'm over. Yeah. This is the inbound webhook. This is the outbound webhook. Doesn't make sense why this would be empty. Let me do it one more time. Because it has my number and name. Okay, so now if I go here and grab this new request, which just came through. Huh. Why is it not doing that? Okay, let's see here. Let me look at my contact real quick. Doesn't make any sense. So here's one issue, I think. I want to merge these two together. Let me merge them because I wasn't doing the right one. It didn't see, yeah, see the name is there, but not the email. So let me merge these. Okay, now I think this will work. Oops, wait, is there not one? Okay, there we go. So now if I go to automation and go to send a restaurant. Now if I test it and I go back to here and look at the newest request, which is this one. So it's got my name and phone number, but it's not bringing in the order summary or the reservation summary. And the customer name is wrong because it won't find Josh 3161, right? So I got to do make sure the contacts are right. And this is the kind of stuff you will run into as you have a business doing lead gen. But this is also VA stuff, kind of. So, all right. So now let me see if this field is empty. Okay, let me fill this in with something. Do this res, because I'm not calling the number to do it, right? I'm just do this order. I just want to make sure it's not empty. Cool. Save. Now, let's run it through again. Automation, send to restaurant, test workflow. Okay. Now, oh, I am getting text messages. Boom. Okay. You have a new order. So the text messages are working. You have a new order. You have a new order. You have a new order. Okay, cool. So now I just got to get the right webhook so it fills out. Cool. Save. So here we go. Look, Josh, do this order. That's fine. So on create contact, I want to do first name. And I'll do contact. I'll do inbound webhook trigger. And you want to go to your that's not right. That's not in there. I want to go to custom data and do customer name. And this should be customer phone. Okay, cool. I mean, I am getting the text messages, so this is working. I just didn't do this, which is, let me look at that field. Pizza Gal order summary on the Josh Rosenfeld. See, there's going to be a ton of them. So I want to look for here. So here's something interesting. So now I have an insurance tag and a Pizza Gal tag. So this is interesting. I need to, excuse me, remove the insurance tag so that the right bot will hit me up. So if you've got that thing going on with multiple niches, and make sure you remove that tag. So that's going to be here. So when the webhook comes in to trigger this, I want to remove the lead tag, the insurance tag. And you want to remove all the other bot tags that you may have on there. All right, now let's try this one more time. Yeah, I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna send me to the restaurant. Okay. It comes through here. I'll get a text in a second. Boom, I got a text. Now this, it's almost good, except the data is empty. So this, I want to do from the webhook. I want to do the custom data. Don't use that other stuff. And then do reservation summary, and then right under it, I'll do the other one. So it's going to show one or the other. Now let me save that. Try it one more time because we're getting real close. Okay, so now I should get a right text message. Do this order. That's correct. Okay, so now we're going to call it and see if the whole freaking thing works. So let's do it. Okay, just reservation track.
Calling Pizza Gal. How can I help you today?
Can I make reservations, please?
Can I get your name and phone number to start?
Yeah, my name is Josh, and my phone number is 248-909-9353.
Thanks, Josh. What date and time are you thinking for your reservation? Same day reservation. I can book for another day.
Okay, well, it's fine. I'll come tomorrow at 6:30.
Great choice. How many people will be joining you tomorrow at 6:30?
6 adults, and I need a high chair.
For 6 adults, we can certainly accommodate you. Would you like to sit inside or outside on the patio?
Outside for now. Seems fine.
Great choice. Josh, confirm your reservation. You're all set. 6 adults and 1 high chair tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. on our patio. Anything else you need, like pickup or delivery?
No, we're good. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Goodbye.
You're welcome, Josh. Thanks for choosing Pizza Gal. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Goodbye.
Okay, so the contact in Pizza Gal will be updated with the new, well, in a second it will be. Unless I broke it. Nope, I broke it. No problem. Okay, cool. So it just doesn't know what this is here, so no problem. This is going to be the error here. I want to get this contact ID. Save. And this is Pizza Gal. Contact ID. Oh, this is why. What's this? Reservation special instructions. Yeah, it doesn't need this little widget down here at the bottom. There we go. Okay, save. Unclose variable, cancel that. So that was right, my bad. We run it. We use existing data. Let's see if it works. Great, I broke it. Let's double check here what's going on. Oh yeah. Pizza Gal. Looking for Pizza Gal. Oops, here's the router. Oh, let me darn it. Annoying. Worked for some crazy reason now. Okay, cool. So it's going to come through again just to trigger all this stuff again. Let me call it one more time. Sorry, folks. And the insurance thing should be off. Make sure this is all saved. Okay, cool. So just to check to make sure that we're talking to the pizza place, I'm gonna text the bot. I'm gonna say, okay, cool. Thanks. And I know it's gonna act like I'm the customer, not the restaurant, but that's okay. I just want to see if it's hooked up to GoHighLevel. I mean to CloseBot. And then I'll call it one more time. And then we're gonna start finishing up for the morning.
Calling Pizza Gal. Can I help you today?
Can I make reservations for tomorrow at 6:30 for 4 adults, please?
Sure thing. Let's get that reservation set up for you. Would you prefer to sit inside or outside in our lovely patio?
Inside's fine.
Great choice. Verify availability. You're all set for a reservation of 4 people inside tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Can I help you with anything else, like making a pickup or delivery order?
Don't you need my name and phone number?
Yes, I do. Can I get your name and phone number?
Why didn't you ask me for that? Why didn't you ask me for that? Isn't it in your prompt?
You're absolutely right. Let's get that reservation all squared away. Can I get your name and phone number, please?
Yeah, my name is Josh and my phone number is 248-909-9353.
Perfect. Josh, the reservation for 4 adults inside at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow has been confirmed.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night.
You're welcome. Josh. Have a great night. And we'll see you tomorrow at Pizza Gal. Goodbye.
Okay. So the temperature on this model, the default setting is 0.7. That's pretty high. Even though it goes up to 2, 1 is considered massive. So I'm going to move this down. This will keep it on track a little bit better, I think. So you may want to you may notice that it needs to go down a bit. Okay, so it's transferring either way. So I'm going to go back to the 4.0 mini cluster because it's so much cheaper right now. This price changes throughout the day, guys. It was 2 cents to one. Now it's 4 cents to one. So just be aware of that. You don't need 4.0. Don't use 4.0. All right, cool. So now let's see if I got a text. And I didn't get a text. I did get a text from the close bot, but I didn't get a text from, let's see, send a restaurant. Boom. And then this automation, Z, send a restaurant. I should have got a message at 11:40. Oh, I did. I did. Let me run this again. Use existing data. Okay, so I should get another text, right? We're here. Okay, so that should be say 11:52. Hasn't happened yet. We're trying to do this workflow here. Let's look at it real quick. Send a restaurant. Execution logs. Okay. 305. That's weird. This is 305 nonsense. It's from both different sub accounts. That's weird. Let me look at my contact. So the contact should have matched up. What's this 305? You know, I feel like there's a hidden 305 number behind my Vapey number, which is why it's not forwarding or something. Is this anyone's number in the class? That's crazy. Let me look here. So where's it getting 315? So here's the incoming webhook. Let's see if we can find it
The
anywhere.
number is really close to our number that we used to have in Florida years ago. But it's not the same.
I don't think it's that though. But look, here's Twilio. Monitor customer number. So that's what I was grabbing, right? Like, what's this? This is the number that it's, yeah, that's my number too. That's the number that I called. So this is the incoming number. Interesting. These are identical. This is all, you don't need that. Okay, so this isn't working because I think there's no analysis on this input bundle. So I'm going to call it one more time and then I'm done for the morning. I hope you guys are too.
How can I help you today?
Hi, can I put in reservations tomorrow at 4:30 p.m.? I don't know why I did that. I know you're closed. You're open at 4:30 tomorrow?
We don't take same day reservations.
I said tomorrow. Why don't you understand when I say the word tomorrow?
I apologize for the confusion. We can definitely help you with a reservation for tomorrow. How many people are you looking to reserve?
4 people, please. My name is Josh. My phone number is, hold on. My phone number is My phone number is 248-909-9353.
I need to confirm your phone number. Could you please repeat it for me?
248-909-9353.
Thanks for confirming. Your phone number is 248-909-9935. Now, would you like to sit inside or outside the patio for your reservation?
I'll sit inside, please. Let's finish this up. You're taking too long.
Thanks for your patience, Josh. Just to confirm, you're all set for 4 people inside at 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. Your phone number is 248-909-9935.
Wrong. Hold on. You got my number wrong. It's 248 909-9353.
Thanks for clarifying. So your phone number is 24890999353.
Correct.
You all set for 4 people.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Yes. You're all set. Done. Enjoy your meal tomorrow.
Okay. So clearly that voice is a bit interruptive. So under advanced, you could tweak all these settings here, folks. If you think it was speaking over me or I was interrupting it too quickly or whatever, I'm not going to touch them, but here's where you handle all that there, right? And then the other tiny thing is this input character minimum. This is the amount. So basically, if it just sends small chunks. Don't mess with this. Never mind. Disregard that. So that you can fix the talking over in here. I'm not going to fix it though. I just want to see if I got a text message or what happened to this data structure. So I should have more in my bundle under analysis. Okay, cool. So everything's there. So now, did I get a text message? I didn't get a text message. Let's see why. So if I refresh this workflow, (3:05) at 11:48. That's 10 minutes ago. What's going on? All right, I don't have time to fix this right now. So something odd is going on here. I'll fix it. Are there any questions? I know we're just about as advanced as you can get, folks. So congratulations. You made it to the end of an advanced AI masterclass. Unless you want to learn Python, good luck. This is the easiest way to do it. So any questions, raise your hand if there aren't. If there are. Okay. I'll be here tonight for the last class. I hope to see most of you here. All of you are going to get a certificate. Like I said, when I clean this up, well, you all have access to the school group right now. Okay. This will be cleaned up over time. You all have access to this forever. Again, if I don't see you tonight, thank you so much for attending. This has been fantastic. And check in hopefully you can send me a testimonial with the link, because then it's recorded. The link I sent you in the chat here, I'll send it again in email to you all, because that's really helpful to me, because I can put it on my website. So thank you. Blessings to you all. If I don't talk to you, have a great weekend. If I will see you, I'll see you again tonight. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.
Bye.